welcome to the Book Over, our little book club where we talk about books. I'm Sarah, and with me is Megan.
Hello.
Today we are, recapping, talking about reminiscing.
Reminiscing. We're chatting about our time at ApollyCon 2023.
Yeah.
Where Sarah and I finally, physically saw each other in person.
We were in the same car, the same room, the same space as each other. Not through a screen. It was so funny because it just didn't, if you didn't think about it, it would have been like nothing because I talk to you all the time and see you all the time.
It really felt very natural because it's like I was a little nervous. I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. But it felt very, very natural.
Yeah, I was the same way. I'm like, this is gonna go really well, or we're gonna like leave this and be like, the book over is over. But it didn't. It was really, we had a lot, we jived very well, and we had a lot of a good moments. And I don't know, I'm like, we had a brainstorm, and I'm like, it's like a life goal now, and I don't know if I want to share it with everybody because I don't want
we might want to
feel it.
And
something else happened when I was reading. I read something and I thought it could be added to it, and I'm like, we could add this. And I don't remember what it was, so I guess we can't anymore.
Oh, we gotta write it down.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we ever win the lottery or something, we have a very cool idea.
Yeah, very, very neat idea that just stemmed from us relaxing in our hotel room between signings, right?
Yeah.
Or events.
It was
something
between...
we were like I was so tired, and
Poor Sarah had jet lag too because of the 3-hour time difference. So that made it worse. Everything, well, kind of. I think you're used to it being a mom and everything, but
it was like I was okay at night. It was like the mornings, because we would stay up late talking because we can't not talk, and then but we would have to get up at like 6 a.m., which would be like 3 a.m. my time, to get ready to go to the signing. So okay, let's talk about the signings first of all. I feel like I was really anxious the first room. So you have 2 rooms we go to, and I don't know what next year's gonna be like because it's a different location and stuff. But for 2023, the first room, I felt like this like need to like rush. There was this like, I need to hurry up. I need to get to like all the people. I need to get in line. I need to get the tickets. I think it was like halfway through it that I realized I really didn't need to. I could slow down. I could talk to, like, I felt even at the tables that I couldn't really talk to the authors that much. If there was a line, which isn't true, you can. And then like, it was like this rush of like, get my swag back in my cart and like get the next book. And I was like, no, like this isn't like a timed race. So I feel like for any first timer going, to just remember, like, it's just take a deep breath, and you're gonna see everybody, and it's okay. Like, take your time, enjoy it, talk to that. I think my biggest thing was I didn't talk to, I'm really awkward, and socially I'm shy. And I didn't talk to a lot of people, and there's some people I missed because I didn't go to like this corner of the room at all, and so like I missed certain authors that I did want to see. So I think that's my thing, is just like slow down, relax. And I noticed too that like the closer to closing of the rooms, the lines like disappeared so much. So like part of me is like, take your time at first, and then at the end, like really swoop in, and, like, or go back to people, because we like closed out. Was it the second room for sure?
The second room, like by the second room, it was like there was like no lines. I feel like a couple authors were already like leaving. Like
they were packing up, and
they were packing. So it was, and I think it, like, if anyone had a line, they would have stayed. It was just that like they had gone through everybody. I think that this year the ticketing system worked really well with you having to go to that author to specifically get that ticket. I think it created created a lot of openness, because before I think people were just like getting like all the tickets for like all the signing authors, whether they wanted to see them or not, and then it was getting lost in the scuffle the year before. So it was a lot less stressful.
Mhm,
Like I think everyone got through all the ticketed authors. I think the only one that like we had any problem with was Jennifer, because she's so huge,
mhm.
and the way the Titan versus the Deity was set up. I think that was the only, because she's just, got
That
a
one, yeah.
never ending line. Yeah.
And, like, Katie Roberts had a pretty long line, but then it opened
Mhm.
up, so because we were in
It,
the
mhm.
second in that room, or second time around, we were there. I think we left and we had, like, 4 minutes left before the doors closed for the event, and,
Mhm.
her line opened up, so I didn't even need a ticket
Oh
for
yeah.
that time because
Mhm.
it opened up. Like, I was sending, I think Megan had a ticket for her or something, so or so she had book plates too, so Megan
Yeah. Oh,
one of them, and then
gosh,
she
yes, I
yeah.
grabbed the book plates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it like, it worked out though. So, yeah, I think the ticketing worked. The carts worked for the most part, but there were crowded parts where, like, our carts would get kinda stuck on each other's.
Yeah.
But the nice thing was is, like, some people were so sweet and so nice, and, like, there was, like, this community of, like, we're all book lovers. Some people
Mhm.
weren't as nice, but then there was a collective, like, "Oh, that wasn't really nice." So it was like, it was really nice, like, I felt the community there. And
Oh
then there
yeah.
was even, like,
Mhm.
some of the workers were kind of the same way, I feel like, and then, like, I remember there was one, like, I wanted to see Tijan so bad, and I had to go through the line twice, and because I have my books, and I had, more than 3 books, and so I remember, like, I was, like, worried about it or something, and the lady's like, "Take a deep breath." She's like, "You're gonna see her. It's not a problem. You're gonna be fine. Like, you're not gonna miss out." And, like, as soon as I heard those words from a complete stranger, I was like, "Okay, we're okay. This is fine." And it totally worked out, and it was great. And then Tisha knew us. Like, I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, hi, Sarah." Then I was like, "Actually, I'm from the book over." She was like, "Oh, I know you. I watch all of your episodes." And I like, "Thank you," and stuff. And like, she even was just like, "I love how much you love Zeke." Love Zeke, you guys.
Mhm.
So and then even like she had gosh, and I this person knows that I don't remember names. Cami? I think her name was no, it wasn't Cami. Tracy? See, Tammy. Tammy with her and like I am like anyways, I'm horrible with names, you guys. But it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It was exhausting though. I do have to say. I really
Mhm.
appreciated their water refill fill spots.
Mhm.
Because I refilled my water a lot and I think I could have probably done more. So I do wish there was like a place to buy refreshments inside the room, like just food, like even a banana or a cookie or a snack of some sort to like keep that blood sugar
That
up.
that would have been cool. I feel like they need like like a food vendor. Like
There,
there's a
yeah,
lot of book vendors. Love the book merch, but yeah, that would have been cool to have like a some kind of food vendor there, so we can just like power up with some snacks.
yeah, yeah, because
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
On maybe next year's location, I think a lot like hopefully will be well, because we had some issues with this the hotel being like so crowded for getting food and stuff. Like we literally like put our order in, went down to go to the Family Feud event, which was so fun, and then came back to get our
Mhm,
food because it was like just such a long wait. The
exactly.
hotel was very overwhelmed with the food. Um, so that'll be interesting with it being at a new
Yes.
venue.
Yeah.
But yeah, the signing itself, like you said, I think we got through everything. I missed like one author just because I honestly they were there the year before, and I honestly got confused as to whether they were there this year or not and what room they were in. I
We
thought
had
that
a
they were in the
couple of
second
those
room.
where we were
Yeah,
like, "Is this person this year?" "Oh, no, they're not. They were last year." And I didn't even go last year, but there's some where I swore were on the list who weren't, and I'm glad I
yeah,
double checked.
yeah. Me too. There
I
was
have my
one
map.
that we both thought.
I had
Aw.
a map,
Mm-hmm.
and it had like all the where everyone is, and I have dots and symbols next to like where I had a pre-order, who I wanted to see, the maybes to see, but somehow I still missed a couple people, which is such a bummer. But then I'm like, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's not the
And
end
the
of the
thing
world.
and the thing is, the ones that you really like want to see the most, you're not gonna miss them. Like, because they're ever present on your mind. It might just be somebody who you've read before that you're just like, oh, I'd like to visit their table. So like, your major ones that you're like stressing about, like you said, you're gonna see them.
Yeah.
Um, that was it, and it's very smart to get the pre-orders as well, which we've talked about before,
Mhm.
because that doesn't count towards your limit. So
Yeah.
that was fun. And
Yes.
it is really fun seeing them in person and getting to talk to them and like taking a minute. Um, and then like we also did the panels, which happened on Friday. So that was fun seeing authors like kind of talking about their books and genres and having this discussion. We were in the one that really talked about sports romance, but it really started focusing more on hockey because it's so popular. And that was like so fun. Sarah wanted to, you could tell she wanted to get up there and talk.
I
She
wanted
had
to talk so much. I met this author who loves the same football team as me, and like I
mm-hmm.
ended up visiting her table and talking. I lost Megan. She walked off during. She had things to see, people to see and do, and I was talking about my team. But I loved that panel so much, and it was a smaller group, so all of us had an opportunity to actually talk with the panelists, and that was amazing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the banter on them, that one, and the 101,
The
the Dark
misbehaviors.
Knights, the
Yeah. Oh, the
misbehaviors.
dark.
Yes.
They host the moderators were so good for that.
Yes.
They had pre like asked stories, and you had to like raise your hand and guess like which author belonged to which story,
Mhm.
and they gave out prizes. That was really fun.
That was the fun one. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed those two panels, and I
Yeah.
enjoyed we got to go to the Bramble event, and we got our arc of Jennifer's, it's coming in the fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Comes out in the fall.
Um and then like yeah, it was that one was a lot of fun too. A little bit of mingling.
Mm-hmm. Like a little photo booth area.
Yeah, I found that picture in my wallet the other day. I totally forgot we did that. And I like was
Yeah.
like, what is this? And I was like, oh, it's us. So yeah, that was a fun little thing. It was just I think with that one though, because it was like after the signing,
Mm-hmm.
um, on Saturday, and Megan and I were just beyond exhausted, which I think it worked out for that group though, because the event was like super quick. So a lot of us left
Yeah.
pretty after like an hour. I think a lot of people left because we were just
And it was tightly scheduled if people were going to the after party, like if they wanted to get ready, like they had, then it didn't allow for that event to go too long. But I thought it was good because we weren't going to the after party and we were so exhausted. It was like a really nice way to kind of end and like get to talk with some other people in like the Bookstagram and Bookfluencer space. And like there were people I was like, oh, Sarah, like there was a couple people I really wanted to meet that I had like just seen online for a long time. And there was one girl I kept missing, and she was at the event, and I was like, yes. And then I got my picture, and I didn't like. So I was happy. Like it was fun. It was like a fun ending event, and oh, there were temporary tattoos. That was
yes,
fun.
yeah, that was fun too.
It's fun.
Yeah.
There's two. I mean, they had like a little board, like a little like Jenga set up. It was just like
Well, it
it
was
was.
like
I think
dating. It was like a
yeah,
date thing.
speed dating with Bramble.
Yeah, it was really cute, and it was
It was.
and then
It
you
was a great.
picked your book too. Like there was options, so like you picked what
Mhm.
you were interested in reading from them too. Yeah.
And they sound like a very cool up and coming
Yeah. Oh, for
publishing.
sure.
I believe they are part of Macmillan. Um, so I started reading that arc, and then I was like, okay, I need to like make. I got like 3 chapters in, and I was like, okay, I need to make this like when I have like a weekend to devote to it because it was so good.
Yeah.
So I really like it. Like
I have it.
it's one of those books where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need to like devote some time to it because it's really like 3 chapters in, and I was like, oh, I really love this.
Well, and it's
So
big. It's
it's big, yeah.
629 pages.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh, I could do that in a week. Like if I just had like a
Yeah.
nice little weekend to
Well,
like.
yeah, I'm the same.
Mhm.
I'm the same way. Like
It's
I've
really
been
good.
waiting for like the summer or something to do it.
I wanted to read it instantly, but I got very sick after ApollyCon, and people have asked like, did you get sick at ApollyCon, like a big convention? I was like, no, that's because I'm a preschool teacher. I was fine in the big convention space. It was like going back to work for a couple days. And then I got
Mhm.
massively ill, so I just didn't feel well enough to like stare at pages,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
no. I
But
have to say,
mhm.
Megan spoiled me. Because you gave me a couple. She got more books
Oh,
because she had a different ticket than I did, and she got some
mm,
free books. So, like one of them, I read a novella on the plane, which was perfect length for the plane ride, and it was the Jonas Bennett one from Tijan, and I just loved it because I haven't read that book either. So I like thank you. And then
of
like
course.
the Lone Wolves one, and there was something else you gave me that I was like thrilled about. Um, so
I remember. It was the Lone Wolves is the sparkly blue one, right?
yeah, this is the Lone Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
there was another one.
this one. Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
pretty.
So, and I got it signed and all this stuff. So, anyway, so I
Mhm.
wanted to read it. I was gonna pre-order it, and then I decided not to, and I kind of regretted not pre-ordering it because it was specifically only for a Polycon. And so Megan got it, and she was like, "I'm not interested," and I'm like, "I am."
It's perfect. It worked out very well.
It
And
did.
then yeah, there was a lot of it was really cool. Like
This one
a
is
lot of the
real hot.
events. Oh yeah, ugh, I
Yeah.
love that. A light in the flame.
I know. I wish I was
So
able to
good.
snag the ones beforehand. They had them on sale. I'm hoping
Hmm.
that they will do it again.
I think they will because it's a trilogy, and I think they're gonna try to complete the set for
Okay.
people.
So, and
But yeah, it was cool. Before Sarah got in, I went to the Blood Forest event, which was oh yeah, I love that sign. Which was all about Jennifer's from Blood and Ash universe books, and oh, I love that. That was so much fun. There were cardboard cutouts and like a Q&A, and then it worked out very well timing wise, so I could pick Sarah from the airport.
yeah.
And then Friday we did the panels. And then if you had, there was like the VIP signing, and then Saturday was the regular signing. Oh yeah, Friday we
That's
also
the
did the Family
Family
Feud.
Feud thing, the
Yeah,
Romance Feud. Yeah.
I got to play Family Feud.
Yeah,
I like
you did
refused.
good. Yeah.
I kept raising my hand. They picked me last night. I got on stage and my team won, so that was fun. And I got a cute bag. Oh, and then we got a bag just overall from that event, which is like it's good beach bag. I'm gonna take it on my cruise. So it was fun. There's like lots of opportunities for swag at like the
A
author
lot more
tables
free
too.
books than I was expecting. I was only
Yeah.
expecting the one. So
Hmm.
I was surprised. Like we were in the hotel room I was trying to like figure out packing, and I'm like, I wasn't expecting this many books.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to leave space for packing. I mean, I saw a couple people that like posted in the group saying like they didn't have room in their suitcases and they like left stuff for
I would have
people,
been carrying those books. I would have been just like,
right?
carry on, like it's sitting in my lap. Like,
Like I'm gonna read all of these. What are you talking
yeah.
about? Like on the plane. And then somebody actually like left the blankets they got from Blood and Ash event, and someone's like, I would have had that thing wrapped around me in the airport
Yeah.
security.
Yeah.
that, that was funny. But it's nice, and we left some stuff too. Like a lot of people like to do kind of little scavenger hunt things and like leave things around. It's a very fun community. And there's the bracelet trading. People, I
Oh,
wish
I'm
they had like
wearing mine.
posted that. That didn't happen the year before, but they did. Yes, the
Wearing
bracelet making. Sarah made me a beautiful bracelet. It's so pretty, and like my bracelets look like a 10-year-old made them, and Sarah's looks like very nicely done, like you'd buy them at like a shop, like a little boutique.
mine.
So I really liked those.
Yeah, yeah. It was
It's a good conversation piece. Like, hey, do you want to trade bracelets? Or hey, oh,
I
you
didn't
start
trade
talking to someone,
anything.
and you're like, oh yeah, here's my card. It's also a bookmark. Like, so it
Yeah.
was fun. It was really fun to like, be in the book community. I mean, just even in like elevators, like see someone wearing a book shirt and like strike up a conversation. So
Mhm.
it felt like we kind of took over that little area, the
Yeah.
bookish people. So
I
that was fun.
I liked that. And I actually at the airport, I'm like waiting, we're in line and to board the plane, and the lady next to me had a tube, like a poster tube,
Hmm.
And I was like, and I remember when I flew out there, people had them too. And I was like, I wonder if they're going to a Polycon because they ended up like going as far. And so I was like, I wonder if those are like a Polycon poster. So I asked her because she was like younger, So I'm like, she
Hmm.
must have. And so I was like, oh, like, do you mind if I ask what's in there? She's like, oh, it's for work. She wasn't, she was there for like a
So
different conference political thing. And I was like, oh, like I was like, oh, I just came for a book signing. I was like hoping that you like she's like, oh no. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like I was like bummer because if it was somebody from the thing, it would have been so cool to be to be on the same plane. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
I heard someone else
Mhm.
in the airport like talking though, like a couple of people. Like I could overhear. I think there was a few
Mhm.
people around that were also um from it. But yeah, it was yeah, it's a fun. I'm just so grateful for the book, like our little book community, because
Yeah.
it's fun and you can bond with people over a book. You know, you can be like, yeah, so
I think there's something about liking the same type of books and having like relating to the same type of books that draws you to the same type of people that you kind of like get along and connect with. So I think that's something very special about the book community. So
yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's how I met Sarah on Instagram. Like, I'm so happy she messaged me. So
Me too.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy you came to my neck of the woods. I owe Sarah a flight somewhere.
We'll see. I
Gotta
mean, I
come to
feel like
you.
there's not a lot many exciting. I know there's stuff that
Mhm.
happens here, but it's not as well known, and I just don't know if it's as exciting or worth it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Well, maybe we'll find something someday somewhere.
yeah. I mean, I would love to
Mhm.
go to Book Bonanza,
Yeah.
but I heard that one's really pricey and hard to get to, and I know the hotel's really
Mhm.
expensive. So, and that's like the only hotel too. Like it's not like where we didn't stay at the hotel. We stayed off.
Mhm. We stayed across the street, which was
Yeah, and it was such
handy.
an easy little walk
Mhm.
and stuff besides with the rain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um,
Of course it had to rain.
but it was,
Of
I
course.
liked that, and it
Yeah.
so yeah. But no,
That
well,
was a nice area for that. Yeah.
mhm, yeah,
Well, you never know with Book Bonanza. It's definitely on the list. Um,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, um,
All right.
if you guys go
Thanks.
and we go and we announce it, maybe we'll see some book over fans, readers, listeners. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
the tickets are coming up for the next one, so get ready, everybody.
Yeah,
So,
it's soon. Yeah, very soon.
yep.
Okay,
All right.
great. Thanks,
Thanks
everyone.
for joining us on our ApollyCon journey.
Okay.
Bye.